On the drive chain that runs the center drum, what I'll do is I'll kind of look down through there and get that lined up, because the idler sprocket that's going to go up in there is what's going to keep this drive sprocket in line. So I've had it up there once, and I just added washers in there, kind of made some, to finally, when that sprocket was lined up. Now there's these lock washers here also, and they go on both sides of that slot. And you can kind of see how they've got like thicker grooves on one side, smaller on the other, but the thick grooves go together. So I'm going to go ahead and install this, and then I'll show you what I mean. Just a picture of when you work by yourself and you need an extra hand. And these are some of the tools I've actually cut in half and extended, so it's helped me out getting some leverage and getting in there. So I got everything tightened down. You can kind of look down in there now, and you can see how this drive sprocket is lined up with the drum sprocket, and then my idler sprocket, which is kind of the guide holding that drive sprocket in line because it can slide back and forth. It's pretty much now just running right down the center of them rollers. After I got everything tightened up, you can see I got a little bit of slop. I don't want to have a guitar string tight. Got a little bit of movement in there. And you can kind of see those spacer washers that I put in there. And then close to that slot, you'll see those lock washers, and they're on both sides. This is the idler sprocket for the chain that's on the auger or drum, and I needed to space it out some. There is some in there, but I need to move it over a little bit, and that is a 5/8 bolt, but you just can't use a standard 5/8 flat washer because it would be rubbing as you tighten it down right there. So you're going to see a video how I kind of put a stack of 1/2 inches together, kind of welding them along, and then drilled a 5/8 hole down there. So this has to do with the idler sprocket. You just can't use standard 5/8 flat washer because it will run on the outside of the gear. I'll show in a picture shortly. So I kind of just took a stack of 1/2 inch ones, welded them kind of a little beam in each together, stuck them on a vice grips in my drill press, and then drilled a 5/8 hole down through them. So this is a stack of 1/2 inch washers, and I don't need all these, but I'll kind of keep them for another reference or another job. You can just see how I ran a bead on them stack of washers down there on both sides. Drilled my 5/8 hole right down between them. Now I'll grind that weld off.